Hey guys, it's nice to see you again. Welcome back to Cities Skylines 2 Montegue Bay. If you remember from last time, we did quite a few different things throughout the city, obviously expanding some new areas and getting some big major things updated. But the big part that we are working on is we now are starting out our brand new farming production area. We are getting a lot of new stuff in here, especially with the farms now producing goods that we need. And I did look up some highway ideas to potentially help us make this look a little better. So we might work on that today, we'll see. Let's get straight back into it. So the big thing right now is obviously we're building this farmland area, but we're also building a kind of small community nearby. This small community is just a small area where a bunch of people live. It's kind of supposed to be just your standard suburban area. I was hoping to see what we could do with it. Hopefully we can make it something interesting. But yeah, so for the farmland wise, we still have a couple more areas that we can build these farms in. As you can see, we got some more spots where the farming would be available. Now, like I said, there are some updates I do want to make to the highway because I got some ideas. I looked up some images online of like real highways we have here in Michigan near our farming areas. So I was hoping we could potentially use that to help us build a very multifunctional farming area. But we do have some farmland south too, so I want to make sure I get that taken care of. It's just that I'm trying to fill up this area with as much farmland as we can, so that way we can really ramp up production. Because if we look at our production tab, we are already starting to see a deficit in a lot of things. I am wondering about this fishing situation because they don't have a fishing industry yet, so I think that means that very soon we will see that returning. Trying to divide it up into separate farms so we can have like a little more use all over the place. So I think that's a little more helpful. Not to mention we can add things like a fire department out here, like right around there or something, to like add some more detail to the small area. Now we have this new area. It's going to be very helpful. So yeah, I'm thinking we put a couple of farms just kind of spread out, just like the previous one over here where we have a couple of trees kind of breaking points between the farms. That way we have like this spot over here, which is like perfect size for a small livestock farm. There we go. The more roads we can clear blocking the farms, the better the job we can do making these farms. Because like I said, these farms have a very, very interesting design scape to them, which I'm trying to make it so they have max efficiency in mind. Oh boy, I need to wait till daytime to do more of these farms because it's so hard to see at night in this game. Like, I'll speed up time and let that go so I can build more farms out here. Hotels are nice. That will help us encourage some more citizens move into town. We also need to upgrade our urban area. We need to get more people moved in here around this spot. I also would love to diversify it a little more because, let's face it, really use the assistants. Okay, the big thing about this downtown area is they're going to need kind of their own school. Like, that's going to be important. So let's start thinking about the school for downtown. We got tons of options. I do want to make sure we put something a kind of urban. So for example, there's this urban elementary school, like perfect size, fits great. We got the Mediterranean elementary school, another great option. The EE elementary school, European. I don't know why I say EE. We got this giant school, which again, great option. Ooh, Japanese school. Oh, but look how big the back of this school is. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just I gotta adjust accordingly. Right, so I do want to see, first off, what's the educational status of these homes? Like, how good are they educated? That should be our first note. Okay, everybody, okay, elementary school is completely out of capacity. Majority of the city is covered. This is like the only area of the city that doesn't really have an elementary school, which is bad because this is even though it's not too many people living here, there's like still of importance to look into. We're gonna probably put some more mid-rise apartments around this area, maybe a park, because again, needs to be a nice comfy area of the city. We're gonna put like a small Japanese store on the corner, or not. We can put something else because I need to make sure it's the right size. Let's throw down, let's throw down a regular mixed building. There we go. That's better. Then right here along the school can be some like mid-rise homes. I feel like that would be appropriate for a district like this. Now, while we get that done, it is important that we also develop some of this area. Got some like urbanized apartments that need to be placed. So let's see what we can do. We might be able to place just one before the game is like, okay, we're good. Because let's face it, this is going to be a very big apartment building, so they're going to want some decent parking. All right, let's see about this school. So here's the main school building. That's what we need first. So it's like kind of just this giant school. That's like basically what it is. I don't know if these these net things are supposed to be here though. I'm not 100 on that. We can have over here in the neighborhood right now be kind of the... I think this is right now good an idea for like kind of old town. Like then there'll be the new high-rise, like high-rise district. Like at least that's my plan. Good news, it's daytime now, makes my life easier. I need more wheat farms out here though. People are demanding that, that's for sure. I don't know why wheat is like so high in demand right now. I mean, I'm not complaining. Helps our city out a lot if we can produce more stuff that they're asking for. Making this countryside look like a very unique, very nice, very nice. It's looking really good. I'm happy with it so far. Not to mention this neighborhood is also sprawling with new people, so they're gonna be really happy too. All right, so the next big thing is we still need to keep up with these farms. So let me do that next. I guess it just doesn't help that the city has 0 wind, so there's no real reason to place all the wind turbines, which would typically be out in a countryside like this. So we still have some farmland. Right about where this road is where it stops. So I think what we could do is let's make it curve like this. Okay, so right here, I don't know, is this big enough? Because I want to put like a livestock farm. Okay, good. Like I said, if we can put the small farms, like the spots that are not that big or don't have enough fertile land will easily just become livestock farms. Because at least these will work there perfectly. There we go, another part to the farm area completed. That's looking great with all these little farms out here. And especially the little community right next door. Now this next thing is, since this community is kind of out there, we are going to need to add a school. So let's go ahead and start considering that. We'll figure out where we'll put that soon. I'm just decorating this place a little because I wanted to make sure people could not have to worry about, you know, crossing all this traffic to get towards this neighborhood. So I want to make it like easy access. So now for the school, I'm thinking we could put the school somewhere near the farmland, not completely in. Now I do want to look at this new building. Okay, this is our new dairy house. We could put it right there. There's no farming right there, so that's actually a nice little spot for it. Now we need to do this spot of farming. And good news is this time we don't have any lakes blocking it. So now we can easily definitely work with this place. Now for the school, I was thinking we could use this UK primary school, because this looks very realistic to like what you would find in this kind of small town. Because we want to make sure that people are reaching this small town area. So that way we could put a school somewhere around in this little forest area. There are some small pockets of trees to start, to make this look like a realistic farm area. Now we actually build the farm itself. We still need a lot of wheat. Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about how they desperately need wheat for their businesses. So I think the best way to start this is to definitely start by making those wheat farms. And I think what's even better is we're actually, I'm going to be honest, New Venture's farming area was not that great. Because it was in the middle of just an urbanized area, which I don't know what I was thinking. I think it's because downtown came first. And then I'm like, oh, shoot. Now this happened. But good news is now it's a lot easier to work with because we actually have a planned out farm area. And there we go. There, the farming area has been completed. We have a bunch of little farms out here with docks and everything. And it's working at max capacity. Let's see how our production is doing. Yay, that looks so good. We'll look back at that later. Anyway, we might need to put a small cemetery out here just to deal with all the dead. which is no big deal. I mean, it's basic medical care. We don't even need a big one. We just need like one that can deal with capacity. Which, like I said, this area is not too big. So a small cemetery will suffice. Because, let's face it, the funeral services are far outside the city. If you want to get funeral services, you're going to have to be pretty close to the city center. So over here, we can add some parking lot. Nothing huge, just enough to deal with the amount of students who may have parents that need to pick them up. There we go. And then we're going to add a little path around this little area of the school. Just like a little walking path. And good news, we can see the trees are starting to green back up now that the school year has begun and spring is well, the school year has begun. We're in America, but regardless, now that the spring is here, the plants are coming back to life. Here we go, some basic start up to the school district area. This seems like something very similar to it's weird. The UK primary school looks a lot like what an American, for now it'll be about yay big. Like, it's not gonna be crazy big, but it'll be big enough. So Evergreen Crossing is kind of just a small town. So what it will have is it will have speed bumps. We'll have recycling. Wish recycling was a citywide policy. That makes sense. Heavy traffic, we do need to come through here because this is a small community and there is a farm. There is farms nearby. So if we don't, I mean, ideally, I would love to ban heavy traffic. But if we do that, it could really harm this neighborhood. So next big thing is I think I might want to update the highway over here. I might want to give it a better look because while the design is efficient right now, I looked up a bunch of images online to get better ideas of what I should go for. And honestly, I got quite a few. There we go. That's more of what kind of a farmland here in Michigan would have its highway set up be. Now the big thing is we do want to make sure we have this highway hooked up here. So I think I want to upgrade this. Here, I got that to work, so that will start working. And now we need to just get the one road functional. So the 2-lane road needs to get functional too. So let's figure that out. And there we go. I wanted to get that hooked up because that way people have an easy way of getting into this district area. And it kind of distracts them from the rest of the traffic. So I think the last thing I might want to do is I might want to hook up this road because it is a kind of a multifunctional road, I would call it. And make sure we get this all set up correctly. But there we go. Now that's all connected. And now we have the second highway off-ramp, which is going to help decrease traffic tenfold and reduce the noise. So let's just decorate it with some trees. Now that's a successful little neighborhood. I mean, look at this. Now we got the highway working all at 10.4 and everything's happy. It's all working great. And also this area looks significantly better. And that voice scratch was on purpose because I'm just so happy that it doesn't look ugly. Has a few more decorations and we'll be done with this episode. Which I can't believe it's already time to wrap up. Boo! I was having a lot of fun. Well, that just means you guys will have to wait for the next one. And yeah, just a few more decorations. There, add some nice power lines. Power lines seem to be a great way to make a neighborhood feel a little more realistic in the game. I do wish, though, you had to actually have these in some of the neighborhoods. Like, you had to actually have these power lines. Because power lines are kind of cool. They kind of add, like, a vibe, you know? We will definitely be adding a transformer station out here, which I should probably start considering how we're going to go about adding that to the city. Because I do want one out here. Make sure these guys get enough electricity. So where are our nearest high transmission wires? Oh, they're actually not too far away. And this would actually be the perfect place to bring that instead of having it where it is now. There, that looks a little more realistic for a farmland area. Having that little power line transmission station right there. I do also got to make sure I'm getting rid of all these stupid traffic lights that it places for some reason at these intersections. There we go, add some basic stop signs. And now we have a fully functioning little area. And the citizens have increased to 88,000. We're doing well. Not to mention, we also got the downtown area being more developed now that we have this brand new elementary school that is currently, you know, under construction. We're working on that still. But overall, I'm more proud of this farmland. I'm very happy with it, and it turned out very good in the end, making me very happy. So yeah, we will end it right here. So thank you guys so much for watching. This town is turning out to be really cute and really nice now that we have this new kind of farmland neighborhood with the small businesses and small homes, and really just adding a nice little suburb with the new highway system that looks a lot more efficient than the last. So please like this video so more people can see it, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I do all kinds of content here, but I also stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There might be a change in that schedule. Feel free to look into that. But if you want to know about my video posting or even suggest something to me, feel free to go down to the description below. It has all my social medias there, including my Facebook, Instagram, and Discord, where I specifically have you guys be able to do that, and my Twitch. I stream both on YouTube and Twitch, so as long as you're followed to one, you'll be fine. A little heads up, I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can help me out, hit that button down below. It's free, helps me out a lot, and helps keep my content. You can go the extra mile by hitting the bell. Want other content by me, here on my art channel, Sims. Tell me what you're thinking about Montegue Bay. If you want to know more about it, the playlist will be linked down below, all the way from the first episode when I played with Montegue Bay. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye!